No, not your person. Yeah. Let me greet Yanis Leontaris, the director of the show. Uh, okay. As I remember, and as you could see now, your performance have been very well received. Um, uh, Probably this idea of preparing a meal and resolving family problems, it started new perspectives for many people here. No, I'm joking. Okay. Take it easy. Okay.
It's a good fact in Greece that
it happened. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
20 years before.
20 years before. You know, let's try to remember a little bit the show. The show begins with a liturgical Orthodox song. I noted two words, Kyrie, which means Lord, and philanthropia. And when I heard the word philanthropia, I knew already that somebody will be killed on the stage. Because the interpretation of philanthropia today is how to kill elegantly somebody without noticing, or how to make the killing or the murder as a part of celebration, or as a part of festivity. In a way, the show has been a Greek one, if I can say, because this is interesting to see how a contemporary text and a neo-realist approach of a text could go back in time, I don't know, 2,500 years, and to recognize the same motifs when the police feels the danger. And when the police feels the danger, we create stereotypes, right? Because the people outside of us are our enemies, and we create this kind of images in order to get rid of them, in order to feel a little bit more safe our lives. So for me, this theme of the Western culture angst, it's a core theme in the contemporary theater. We are joking, but still we are afraid. In the same time, we are afraid. And you remember the stage, it was like a beautiful graveyard. Yeah? It was like an invitation to rest in peace. Because the peace is only underground. Above ground, there is no peace. So, my friends, congratulations. Thank you for coming, and thank you for accepting the invitation. Let me ask you first how the repertoire of theater, of your theater, is constructed. What is the amount of contemporary plays, classic plays? What is the dialogue between the tradition and the modernity, etc., etc.? Please use those mics. We need to use mics because of the translation. Okay.
So first of all, thank you for being here, and I must apologize for my very bad English. So
I try to express some ideas in English, but I will need help.
Because I'm a professional.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we realized yesterday. We are happy that your gun is not here now. Okay. Okay.
So the new Greek play now in Greece, it's what I'm looking for, like a director, theater director. In the last 5 years, I work especially on new plays, new Greek plays. I don't know exactly why I have this need, yes. I think that now, actually, in Europe and in Greece, we have very important γεγονότα, political and historical facts, especially the problem of the fascist or neo-Nazistic political parties. In Greece, we had a political part that was neo-Nazistic, that they had 8% in the elections. So 8% in the election. So all these represent the violence, the fear for anything that it's different. So I think that we need new plays that talk about this.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so, but in Greece, we have almost works on the classical repertoire. Yes.
Okay, Yanis, so let's continue from this issue, because this is an interesting issue. Why? But let me introduce my second question by telling to ourselves that how can we look to the unhappiness to the other, you know, because, you know, the unhappiness to the other, sometimes my feeling is when we are doing this kind of plays, those who are not present or who are never present in the theater, we are watching their lives. So that means for me that if I am watching the life of the other without the presence of the other, I mean the social, the relevant social level of the audience, it could be a sort of voyeur element of the theater. So my question is, what kind of audience do you get to this performance?
What kind
of audience?
Audience, yes.
What kind of discussions are being started because of this kind of audience? What kind of social dialogue would create this kind of audience, this kind of perform? Because I think that this is the essence of this question.
Yes, I can assure you that we had in our audience in Greece some people that they said from their reactions we understood that they were agreed with his ideas, and they said bravo, yes, you are reason, bravo. That, Yes, and that it's very dangerous. So this is one dimension about the relationship that this performance had with the society. The other part, the major part of the audience, in the beginning of the performance, that didn't feel that these persons are close to the, but πώς να είναι σιγά σιγά. While the play is processing, we all understand that the violence, the fear, are are feelings that concerns ourselves.
Yeah,
And even if this person seemed to be very, very far away from us, in a village in Greece, all this that Mitsos said, we meet everywhere, every day. There are phrases that said that we can listen in a taxi, from a taxi driver, in the street, everywhere. It's not so far that we think all this. And this performance, it's a performance about violence and about fear and about the tradition and the dark side of the tradition.